Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I would like to say thank you for coming to my presentation, the Honorable Mr. Hasan Halawi as a lecturer in Discourse, and all my friends. On this happy day, let us give thanks to the person Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala, who was given us His grace and guidance. Because of His grace, we are given hope and blessings. In this video, I will present the result of the macro perspective analysis of the novel Laskar Pelangi by Agha Hirata, chapter 13, with the term Elvis has left the building. Straying to the summary, in chapter 13, the story begins with the narrator and a group of his friends disliking Samson for being stubborn. Samson changed the storyline of the film they watched in the cinema last night. The reason is Samson was embarrassed to admit he was afraid of last night's horror film. After watching the film entitled Pulau Putri, they got into a head debate regarding the storyline. Samson insists on his version, causing tension among his friends. The novel explored the reaction to horror film. Become increasingly worried. I haven't been to school for several days. Monday morning, Lintang was there either. When they were discussing whether to visit him, a man came into the classroom and delivered a letter to Miss Mus. When they received a letter from Lintang, the letter contained a message that Lintang's father had died and that tomorrow he would go to school. Learning this news made Miss Mus cry. Laskar Pelangi also knew that they would be releasing their friends who was an extraordinary genius, because certainly Lintang is the one who has to support his family of 14 people. The author stated that he is one of the highest level Laskar Pelangi fighter. Lintang has made achievement and become a hero who raised the status of the Muhammadiyah school of two. The author poured out his heart because he lost his mate of 9 years. From him, losing Lintang felt more painful than losing a limb before. In this macro perspective, any 9 contents. They are culture, intertextuality, power, values, interest, identity, subjectivity, ideology, and politics. Macro perspective. Culture. The text that afternoon was the sad afternoon in all of Belitung. The analysis. The text is deeply rooted in the culture context of Belitung, with reference to specific locations such as the NPB Cinema or Markas Pertemuan Buruh and the Castle Village where Lintang lived. Culture elements such as the cinema experience and the communal watching of films contribute to a rich culture backdrop. Next, intertextuality. The text. We had no idea that the film with the beautiful title Pulau Putri was a horror film. The analysis. The text employs intertextuality by referencing the film Pulau Putri, incorporating it into the narrative. The character's expression based on the film title and subsequent disappointment highlight the influence of media and its impact on perception. Next, values. The text at the moment I realized that we were totally a group of brothers of light and fire. The analysis. The text emphasizes the values of friendship and camaraderie among the group. The friends share experience, support each other, and engage in a playful war of words. The deeper tour of Lintang Theater underscore the values of unity and support in times of hardship. Next, power. The text, we had a great argument under the Filicum tree, 9 against 1. The analysis, the argument under the Filicum tree introduced power dynamic within the group. The disagreement about the film storyline becomes a microcosm of ideological conflict, where perspective clash and individuals assert their views. Next, interest. The text, reading the title with who we were going to see some pretty princess marrying themselves with some kind of cream and running around giggling on the beach. The analysis, the narratives explore the group interest in films and how it transforms into an emotional experience. The horror film, intended for entertainment, becomes a catalyst for self-discovery and the relevance of individual first. Next, identity and subjectivity. The text we certainly had Samson because of his stubborn attitude. The analysis, the characters' identities and subjectivities are explored through their reaction to the horror film. Samson's fear, coupled with his reluctance to admit it due to societal expectation of masculinity, reflect on identity, construction, and social norms. Next, finally, ideology and politics. The text Samson still touch. Are you watching your film? As far as I know, only Sahara, Harun, and Flo are not hitting. The analysis, particularly in Samson's attempt to maintain a macho image, Sahara generalization about all men being judged as a layer of cemetery on stereotyping and gender dynamic within the group. That's all my presentation. If there are any mistakes, I apologize. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.